The global financial system is absolutely cracking. There's a lot going on. I'm going to get into that, but please first like and subscribe. Check us down below for our CT Club where you get our trade alerts, portfolio updates, and why are you laughing? And you can do very well in a bear market, okay? All right, so inflation forces over half of Americans to consider a second job. This is the destruction of the middle class. I've been saying that for a while. There will be zero middle class by the end of this, okay? And this is from Bloomberg. Mortgage rates just hit 7.22%, which is the highest in 22 years. And it's going to possibly continue for a little bit more. What I think is going to happen is that the Federal Reserve is going to continue buying up mortgage-backed securities. So the more people that lose their houses because they can't afford a mortgage anymore, or they can't afford their mortgage because it's doubled or doubled and a half, they're going to lose their house, and guess who's going to come in for the rescue? Federal Reserve, essentially, because they're the one that's printing the currency to buy mortgage-backed securities. And guess what's going to happen? Inflation is going to continue. You see this vicious cycle that keeps going on and on? You can't vote yourself out of this. Next up, food inflation. So I'm going to go around the world a little bit. I'm going to show to you, it's not just the US with a huge problem, it's worldwide, all right? You have Finland, this is food, this is real food inflation, okay? Up 14%. Mexico up 15%, Denmark 15%, Sweden 16%, Portugal 16%, Germany 17%, Romania 19%, Czech Republic 21%, Lithuania is 31% food inflation. So unless people have gotten a 31% raise or a 16, 15, or double-digit raise for the year, they're screwed. So keep in mind, this is going to be really rough for people. All right, next up, you have inflation. This is from Patrick Harker, the Philadelphia Fed president. He says he's going to save the day, okay? He says inflation will inch down to 6% this year and only decline to 4% by the end of 2023. What is he smoking? These people are so ruthless. They don't care about you. These are some of the most evil people in the world. These people that run central banks, they're just disgusting. He's lying to your face. Obviously, this is bull crap. Inflation is going to be much higher next year. This 6 and 4%, what world does he live in? Okay, I'm going to go into this. Europe's misery index. So that's inflation along with the unemployment rate is at 16.5. Okay, there's a gauge to that. It was not too long ago 8. And this is going to continue because Federal Reserve or ECB, which is, they all work together, they're printing more and more euro, and the euro is weakening as well, so it's going to hurt people even more. This is a vicious cycle, and the inflation, oh my gosh, because the ECB is going to have to jump in, bail out energy companies, bail out other companies that are struggling right now, and also they're going to end up bailing out people because they won't be able to afford too much gas and electricity, because essentially where they're getting their gas and electricity is not from Russia. Russia's selling China gas, and China is going around and selling it to Europe for a much higher price. This world's crazy right now. Okay, almost done. The 10-year yield today just went to 4.31%, which is the highest since 2008. That's the debt market. It's very unstable. It keeps getting more and more unstable. And that is something to be concerned about. Now, I'm not concerned too much right now because I know the Fed is injecting liquidity into this market, but this is something, if it continues doing this, that's something to really worry about. Steve Henrik, he's a great guy on Twitter. He says the 10-year yield was sitting at 1.5% at the beginning of the year, and now it's at 4.31%. It was 2.5% at the beginning of August. Okay, so you just see how much the debt market is becoming more and more unstable, faster and faster as time goes on. And there's there's not much that anybody can do about it other than the Fed injecting liquidity, and that's just going to create more and more inflation. Lastly, very last thing. All right, so the Federal Reserve just said that they are going to raise rates by 0.75 basis points. Okay, that's the Wall Street Journal that got that information. So what does that mean? The market has probably priced that in. I'd expect there to be a little pump, and then who knows what happens after that, but Bitcoin is still at 19,000. That's pretty impressive. Anyways, that's all I have. Please like and subscribe, and I will talk to you soon.